Ooh, ooh, big fish shit, right to it. All right, so we got a big fish talk for y'all today, and we're gonna focus on how to become successful. So when I study certain people that are either in my life or people that I read books on, one common thing that they always have a great ability to do is to build relationships. Now, I'm sure we've always heard, people say self-made or I did it on my own. That's BS. As soon as somebody says that they're self-made, I tend to look the other way. But let's get back to this, how to build relationships, all right? And in this video, I'm going to share with you 9 ways or 9 things that you should focus on in order to build relationships. But before we can actually get into the process of building a relationship with somebody, what do we need to do? All right. So to build a relationship, you have to be able to bring a certain type of value. Hopefully it's a unique value to a certain individual. All right. To bring value to a certain individual, you have to first understand exactly who and what that person is. But this is the kicker. Sometimes you have to learn and know who that person is before you're able to have a conversation with them. So how do you get to know somebody? How do you understand who and what somebody is before you even meet them? So I'm going to share with you 9 things that you can focus on in order to learn things about this particular person. So that way, when you have your 5 minutes, we don't believe in elevator pitches, but when you have a sit down with that person, you're able to not necessarily have to say, hey, let me come back, a week or 2 from now, think this over and figure out a way that I can bring value. You already understand that person. So as you're having conversations and the conversation is going different places, you're naturally able and very smooth, you're able to be very smooth in taking that conversation certain places and certain things click in your head where it's like, oh, he does have a kid that plays, the guitar. My little brother, he played the guitar. He was the number one, guitar player and such. I can introduce him. You just want to know how you can. This is how to build genuine relationships. How you can bring certain value that's important to that particular person. It's not being phony. It's not being slick. It's not being a trickster. It's not being playing games. If anything, it's showing that person that you took the time to learn them. People love, if somebody takes the time to learn me, I feel good about it. I'm not going to feel like, oh, this person just wanted to learn me so they can take advantage of me or anything like that. I'm not thinking like that. And most people, our ego will overcome any of those feelings anyway. We'll just be happy that somebody actually wanted to learn about us, right? So let me share with you these 9 things. Whether you're getting ready to make a sales call, whether you're just getting ready to sit down and have coffee with somebody that you look up to, anything, here are some things that you can focus on. So I'm going to give 9 things, and then, to make it 10, maybe each one of you can, leave one in the comments that you focus on, so that way we can add that on there and have a longer list. So, like I said, this is just my list. So, and this is in no particular order. So when I'm getting ready to meet with somebody, I want to know what they've written. Are they an author? Do they write books? Do they write articles? Anything that they've written? And what do they read? I want to figure out a way to know what books, are important to you. Let me go on your Twitter. Let me go on your Facebook. Let me go on your LinkedIn. Are there any ways for me to see, what type of books that you read? I'm going to check out your social media. That's easy. Check out your LinkedIn page, check out your Instagram page, see exactly what's important to you. What are you posting about from a professional standpoint? What are you posting on Instagram, maybe on your personal page? All these different things, these are going to help me learn you. For me to bring value to you, once again, I have to know who and what you are. All right. So that way that value is customized to you and not just blanketed towards everybody. Like I said, that unique value, that's what's going to set you apart from other people. All right. So we said, what they've written or read, check out their social media. Where did they grow up? Something simple. Maybe there's some connections there. Oh, you used to grab ice cream at Applegate's in Montclair? Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually grew up right up the street. Figure out a way to build on common ground. All right. Next one. What's their goal in life? Matter of fact, I should have saved that for the next one. But matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be what's their goal in life. What's their goal right now? What's their goal professionally? What's their goal personally? Maybe they have some family goals that they want to achieve. When you figure out what somebody's goal is, you're figuring out what exactly they want, whether it's what they want out of life, what they want professionally, what they want personally, what they want, with their hobbies. I probably should have included that with maybe that'll be somebody's number 10, because what's your hobby was not on mine, but that's definitely an important one. But the next one, who do they look up to? I want to know who you look up to. All right. I want to know who you look up to, because that's going to teach me a lot about you. What you respect, what you value, what are your principles, what are your morals. I can tell a lot of that based on who you look up to. Do you have kids? Very important. Maybe there's some relations there. Maybe your kid, like I said earlier, your kid may be looking to learn a particular sport, or learn how to speak a certain language, or maybe struggling in school, or maybe struggling with their confidence. Maybe that's something that you struggled with, and you may be able to offer that type of mentorship to their child, and it's genuine. It's not phony. It's not just doing it just to get an end result. It's very real, and it's genuine, and it's because you care. You want to learn about that person. You want to help that person. All right. Do they have a husband or wife? Very big. You can say the wrong thing, if you don't know that somebody has a husband or wife. But more importantly, it just gives you more of an idea on where they are in their life. Hey, somebody single may live a totally different life than somebody married. Maybe not, though. But the more you know, the more you can decipher between where you can bring value and where other areas where you may want to avoid. What are their political views? Now, you may not want to jump into politics the first time that you're meeting somebody, or you may. They say not to touch on politics and religion, but really, it's not to argue on politics and religion, because if you share the same ones, then a lot of times probably talk for days, relate on a lot of stuff, and have that likability aspect, there. So what are your political views? The next one we just mentioned, what's their religion? What is this person's religion? I want to learn about it. I want to learn about it. You practice Islam, you practice Buddhism, whatever you practice, I want to know. I want to know. I want to learn about it. How did you get to this point spiritually? I want to know your religious journey. We just talked about, some of the closest people that I am to that I've met professionally are, two doctors. One I just interviewed, shout out to the Dr. Nobles. And a lot of the things that we focus on is based on the foundations that their spirituality has provided to them. And you're not arguing, but you're learning, learning somebody else's culture, learning their religion, learning their political views, learning what's important to a person. All of these different things are going to help you figure out how you can figure out a unique way that you can bring value to them. So these are just the 9 that I shared. As I said before, if I had a 10th, it would be, what's your hobby? What do you enjoy? What do you, what's your fun? What do you enjoy in life? That's very important. Maybe they like to go on hikes and you're a big outdoorsman. You just never really know. But the more that you do know, the more when you're having these conversations, you can naturally transition to certain areas to where you can make connections in your life that directly connect with theirs. And once you do those, that's when a relationship begins. All right. So here are 9 things. I'll go through them very quickly again. But these are, once again, make sure that you leave a comment on your 10th, whatever you would add. Don't everybody put, what's their hobby or what they have fun with. Or, if that's what you believe, then put it. But maybe we can add a bunch of stuff that I'm not even touching on. So see what they've written or read. Check out their social media. Where did you grow up? What's their goal? Who do they look up to? Do they have kids? Do they have a husband or wife? What are their political views? What's their religion? All right, very simple. And a lot of these things you can find out just by looking through somebody's social media, looking at their website, maybe looking at some of the connections that they have on social media. What are they tweeting about? What are they liking? All these different things are readily available for us. So we'd be fools not to take advantage of it. We'd be fools not to learn the person who we're meeting, because that way we're not wasting their time. And successful people, if if they hate anything, it's their time being wasted. That's what I've learned. So if I come, I'm going to come correct, and I'm going to make sure that I know everything that I can know, so that way I can add my little flavor and bring my unique value. So with that, I'll let y'all go. I'm not sure when I'll put this out. It'll probably be on Saturday. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And by enjoy the rest of your weekend, I mean get work done. All right, work while everybody's just chilling. Work while everybody's brunching. Work while everybody's sleeping. Work while everybody's Netflixing and chilling. That's how you're gonna get the advantage. Or don't, and we'll have one up on you. But either way, we'll see y'all soon. Ooh.